Alright, I do believe we are live at this time. Alright, we will start and we'll see what happens. If I start flashing in and out, if someone can just shoot me a message through the YouTube comments, that'd be great. I'm not exactly sure how well this is working. My internet's being a little iffy with me right now. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm Alex Moxon from Racine County Weather with the latest. So I've got to turn on my little light, excuse me here. And there we go. Let's bring it up a little bit. That's a little better. Okay. Knew I forgot something. So, thank you so much for joining me this evening. We're going to just take a brief look at, not really brief look, a more in-depth look at our winter weather situation that's going to be impacting us for tomorrow. As you notice, actually the scrolling bar on top of my head is incorrect. So I'm going to turn it off, and when I go over here, you can see over here that the National Weather Service has issued. Actually, no, I lied. The scrolling bar on the bottom now is correct. We are under a winter storm warning. The National Weather Service has taken away our winter storm watch and issued a winter storm warning that is in effect from 9 o'clock a.m. Monday morning, will last until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. 9 a.m. Monday morning until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. You can see that the majority of the state of Wisconsin is under this winter storm warning. All this pink shaded area is that winter storm warning, and it doesn't look like my highlighter is working all that well either. I can't really tell. No, it doesn't look like it is, but we'll work through it, I guess. So that's what we're looking at right now. The winter storm warning is in effect for our area, and that is again from 9 a.m. until 6 a.m. That is very significant, of course, for some prime travel times. Monday is a work day for most people, and that's going to cause some significant problems with travel. Of course, we're not going to have the school closings to worry about, as most schools are off on winter break at this time, so we shouldn't have those to deal with. However, many people will be traveling for business reasons, so definitely a big concern that we're looking at with travel here. So as we take a look at the low pressure system that's causing all of this, so let's see if my highlighter still is not working. Let me turn it on over here if I can, because I would like to be able to show this to you. One moment, please. Thank you again for your patience. I really appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in as well. Let me go back to this slide quick. See if I can find this. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, here's my highlighter, laser pointer. Alright, so what we're looking at, you see the low pressure system positioned over Texas. That caused quite the headache in Texas today. We have blizzard warnings to the west, and tornado watches to the east this morning, so it was definitely something else this morning. Alright, now we're going with this laser pointer here. So again, starting off in Texas, and then it's going to be traveling northward and eventually northeastward through our area, almost passing directly over us. Now this low pressure system, as it is in most cases for these winter weather events, is really key to what we are going to be seeing with this winter weather event. The low pressure system moving north or south a few miles could really throw this whole forecast off, to be honest. But we have been looking at these at the forecast details very closely lately, and taking a look at what we can most likely expect for the near future, and that's what I am going to show you right now. So first, I just wanted to show you this. This is the national view of what the Weather Prediction Center is expecting for tomorrow. The Weather Prediction Center tomorrow is looking at lots to deal with, really. We have freezing rain in our area. That's this pinkish shaded area. We have heavy snow up here, potential. Severe storms down here. This is a mess, to be honest. In that red shaded area, that's some freezing rain potential. So really, yeah, this map is it's not looking really great. So definitely a mess for the National Weather Service offices around the country, especially in the eastern half of the country. Now, taking a look more at us, here is the National Weather Service's weather story that they issue for us. So again, that winter storm warning, 9 a.m. Monday until 6 a.m. Tuesday. So if we take a look at this, the numbers that you see on your screen those are the expected snow and sleet totals. And now this rectangular box over here is where we could see that freezing rain. It's going to be windy throughout. I'll get to that in a little bit, but that's also going to be very significant. We can expect 2 to 3 inches of snow and sleet accumulations in western portions of our county, 3 to 4 inches 2 to 3 inches in eastern portions of the county, 3 to 4 inches in western portions. So it's definitely going to be quite the winter weather event, to say the least, because we are looking at this mixed precipitation, and you can see some of these risks in the lower right corner of your screen. Hazardous roads, falling and tree limbs. So we are looking at an increased risk of power outages for tomorrow. That's one of the biggest risks that we're looking at here, especially if we see some of that icing combined with the wind. You see up the third bullet point, winds gusting to 45 miles an hour Monday afternoon and evening. I wouldn't even be surprised to see 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this system. It's really looking like quite a mess of a system. Now, 2 to 3 inches of snow and sleet, that is something that definitely is not unheard of in our area of the country. Well, I mean, for this winter, it seems like we haven't seen much in the way of winter weather this winter, but in the normal winter, I guess you could say, it's definitely not unheard of, and the National Weather Service would not issue a winter storm warning for that, not even issue a winter weather advisory. But the combination of all these weather events, the sleet, the snow, the freezing rain, and to top it all off, the winds causing near zero visibilities at some times, is really what has prompted the National Weather Service to go with that winter storm warning. And if we advance further here, this is kind of moving by a little quick here, and I do apologize for that. But this is what the National Weather Service and myself think we are looking at for the precipitation types at every time of the day. And I'm going to advance a little bit and we can highlight this a little more. But we start off with snow and sleet. Then we're going to transition over to rain, freezing rain. Actually, no, I kind of missed that. Hold on. Let's see what happens again. So rain and snow, then some rain, some freezing rain, some sleet, then some more snow, then some freezing rain. Yeah, it's really this one's hard to deal with. So we're just going to go to the next slide, and this is a nice little graph of what we are expecting. This is exactly what the graphic said before, just in a graph form. So 9 a.m. to noon, as well as noon to 3 p.m. So 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. we're expecting that snow and sleet. Once we get to 3 p.m., snow and sleet will continue in the northwest portions, rain in the southwest portions, and possibly even just rain east, because we're looking at, again, those 40-mile-an-hour winds, 40, 45, 50-mile-an-hour winds at times, coming out of the east, and lake breeze. That's going to cause us to see some very, very possibly warmer temperatures near Lake Michigan, and that's really what we are watching for here. The biggest problem is going to be that in our forecast, because that could warm us up closer to the lake and keep us in that warmer side of things where we could stay in the rain area. But if it doesn't, if we see more of a southwesterly flow maybe, or sorry, a northeasterly flow, northeasterly flow, then we could see possibly some colder temperatures by the lake as well, and more freezing rain. The models, if I go back, let me see if I can find it here real quick. If I go back, here it is. If we go back and we're taking a look at the low pressure systems here again, not the National Weather Service, the models are not really in too much of agreement with this. They are in agreement with how much of the QPF, quantitative precipitation, essentially, is the simplified term of that we are expecting to see. If you take everything, you melt it down, it becomes rain. We're expecting to see exactly this much. The models are pretty much in agreement with that. However, the models are not in agreement with the precipitation type exactly. We could see models are going with mainly sleet and snow for our area. Other models are going with a good amount of freezing rain, possibly some rain. So this is really one of those systems, I absolutely hate to say it, but we almost have to just wait and see what's going to happen because of how strange the models are with this. Again, it's just the low pressure system is right over us, and it really, because the winds are spinning counterclockwise with the low, so like this, counterclockwise. So if we get the low pressure system down to our south, counterclockwise wind is going to be more of an easterly flow. If it's going more to our north, then it's going to be more of a southerly flow, and that's going to warm us up even more. Staying to our south, again, easterly or even northerly flow, that's going to keep us in those colder temperatures. So it's all about that low pressure system placement, and the pressure gradient is going to be very tight here, where we're going to see those strong winds as well. So now if I jump back forward here, now this is something that the National Weather Service has just started experimenting with. An experimental product from them. I'm really excited for this product, though. It's a new type of winter weather forecasting tool that they have, or way to express their forecast. So normally you hear from them that, yeah, this is how much precipitation this is how much snow we're expecting to see, between this much and this much. But again, with these winter weather systems, it can change very quickly by the placement of the low pressure system. So what the National Weather Service is trying to do here, they are going to be really just trying to give a big range of what we can see, starting with expect at least this much, and this is what this graphic is right here. Expect to see at least this much precipitation. This is the bare minimum we can see. It's kind of hard to see these numbers on your screen, but basically here, a trace of snowfall. Not much, a little bit, but we do expect to see at least a little bit of snow. So I am thinking we're going to see at least some snow. Not much at the very minimal. That's if we see more of that freezing rain and sleet coming in, or even just straight rain coming in if the low pressure system tracks further to our north. But the National Weather Service's main forecast is this. Expect to see, this is what we are actually predicting. This is what we are most confident with putting out there, what we are thinking we are going to see. And again, it's a little hard to see on your screen, so we're looking at 3 inches or so in eastern parts of the county, 4, maybe 5 inches in western parts of the county. Again, a little less in the eastern parts of the county because we're seeing that easterly wind, and our lake is at about 40 degrees right now, so that's going to blow those warmer waters in, the warmer temperatures rather, inland. So that's what we are expecting there. One moment here, please. Sorry about this. Let's actually advance to the next graphic, and this is what we can expect to see grand total when this is all said and done. Actually, I shouldn't say that. This is the maximum amount of snow we could see, because this is a lot right here in comparison to, well, this. This is definitely a lot more. We are looking at 8, 9, maybe even 10 inches at the most. So yes, we do have the potential to see this much snow, 8, 9, maybe even 10 inches of snow in Racine County. Do I expect us to see that much? No. I really don't expect us to see that much, but the potential is there. If the low pressure system tracks further to our south than we expected, and we get that more northerly flow, then we could see those the higher snowfall amounts in our area if this is mainly a snow event. Again, I don't really expect that, but a 20-mile shift in that low pressure system to the south, that could bring that to us. So definitely something we'll be watching out for. So again, right now I'm kind of hoping that I'm not coming in and out on you guys. So let me just kind of take a look here and see. We're in the red right now, so it's kind of interesting. I do apologize if I am cutting in and out here a little bit. I'm trying to experiment with this a little bit and see what I can do here. Let's bring me back here, and I'm going to take a look, see if we have any questions coming in right now. At this point, it doesn't look like we do. If you have any questions, feel free to post them to the YouTube comments section or send me a message at Racine County Weather. If you have my personal Facebook, please send messages to the Racine County Weather for this purpose. That way I can filter through them easier and make sure that I get all of them answered. If you do have any questions, again, please send them to Racine County Weather and not any of my personal means of contacting me. So Racine County Weather or the YouTube comments as well. I'm checking both of them right now. Doesn't look like I have anything at the moment. So again, we're gonna take a quick look at what you can expect for the hazards for this. So of course, we are looking at the potential of seeing the freezing rain, the sleet, the snow, and even the straight-on rain. That's the weather hazards that we could see. Now, what this can mean for you as people living your everyday lives, how this could impact you. So I did mention earlier that we are looking at the possibility of some power outages and increased possibility for that. We do say that is possible throughout the winter storms, but this one we're looking at an even higher threat for that, mainly because we are looking at the icing and we are looking at the strong winds. If we see more in the way of icing, right now the icing probabilities, in fact, let me see if I can find this for you real quick here. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to head over here. And we'll get to MPing in a little bit, actually. Let me just, actually here, I'll switch back to me as I'm going to show you one of the other National Weather Service products that they have available to us. This is their Enhanced Hazardous Weather Outlook that we are looking at. Oh, my microphone's over here. Okay, our Enhanced Hazardous Weather Outlook. So this is what we're looking at for this. And I'm going to scroll down here. We're going to go to our, actually let's take a quick look at the non-thunderstorm winds. Where's my mouse? Sorry about this. There it is. Okay, here we go. Non-thunderstorm winds, if they'll load. Here they are. So this orange area is the elevated risk area, which is sustained winds of 30 to 39 miles an hour or wind gusts of 45 to 57 miles an hour. That's the main threat. And you see along the lake coast here, or in Lake Michigan, they are in the significant threat. That's sustained winds of 40 to 49 miles an hour or wind gusts of 58 to 64. In fact, the Lake Michigan has a storm warning in effect, so you boaters out there, you probably know very well what that means. So if you're not a boater, that means don't be in the lake, pretty much. That's your best bet for that. If I now take a look at our ice accumulation here, see if that loads. There we go. The orange area is up to 1/4 of an inch of ice. The yellow area is more of a thin glaze, not too much in the way of ice accumulation, but I am expecting that most of us will see a significant ice accumulation, well, or as it would be termed here, elevated ice accumulation. But that's what I'm expecting for the most of us, and that's going to cause the majority of our travel problems here. Of course, if we do see all snow and we're at that, again, 8, 9, 10 inches of snow, then that's going to be the main travel problem. But with the main forecast, a little bit of snow, a little bit of freezing rain, I think the freezing rain would be the main problem here. That's going to make roadways very slippery and very problematic. So again, if you are going to be traveling tomorrow, do take it easy. And now the biggest thing, if you're traveling high profile vehicles, that's one of the bigger problems, because of course with high profile vehicles it's difficult to drive in the wind. If you drive a semi or school bus or something like that, you very well know that it's much more difficult to drive in the wind. Even me driving my Jeep around, it's sometimes difficult to drive in the wind. So that's going to cause a bit of a problem tomorrow as well. So we're looking at, again, the 40, 45, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. That could cause a problem. Combine that with the ice, and it could be a very treacherous travel condition. So if you do have to travel tomorrow, definitely have all those safety equipment ready with you, all that stuff. But again, with the power outages, those are very likely. Be sure you have the We Energy's phone number. In fact, I am going to look that one up for you right now. I should have it myself. Let's see if I can find it here. This is the number to call in case the power goes out, to report that power outage to We Energy so they can get the service crews out to you here. And we'll see if the internet wants to load. The internet has not been my friend. That's why I'm really hoping I'm not cutting in and out too much here, which, well, it looks like I am. But okay, here's We Energy's, the number that you're going to want to call if you see, or if you do experience a power outage. Let's see here, for your safety. Electrical outage, you're going to call 1-800-662-4797. Again, that's 1-800-662-4797, or the acronym is 1-800-662-4PWR for power. Again, 1-800-662-4797. Be sure you have that number available in the event that your power does go out, so they can get to you if your power does go out, and get that situation cleared up as soon as possible. Now, one thing I did want to show you is, I've talked about this before, is the MPing app. So this is the live view from MPing. Precipitation identification near the ground is what ping stands for, and I certainly encourage you to get this app on your phone. Now, if I zoom into our area here, you'll notice that we don't have all that much going on right now. Maybe we'll get there. Okay, here we go. Again, you'll notice not very much going on right now. A few test reports or maybe some light drizzle or light snow coming in. Nothing much. But let's go to an area that has seen very active weather recently, and what better place right now than Texas? They've seen so much lately. So let's zoom into them. Look at all that's coming in from Texas. This is all being reported by the general public, and these reports are very, very helpful. In fact, if you take a look at the reports down here, these are hail reports down here. These like this one with the 3 right there, that's a hail report. So you can report anything really with this app. You can report snow, hail, freezing rain, tornado, dense fog, any weather event. Even you can put in a report for nothing. We're seeing nothing right now. You can put that report in. I strongly encourage that you get this app on your phone. I'm going to pull up the Android app on the computer here. You can get this app from the App Store or the Play Store. You can see it's very, very simple to send in a report to the National Weather Service. You just select what you want, hit send. It takes literally 10 seconds, and it's very, very helpful to send these reports in, because these are spotters that are looking at this information at the ground. You are a spotter in doing this, not trained, you're general public, but the National Weather Service does value what you see, and so do I, honestly. And we can take what you see and help to improve what we are putting out to the public, so we can report what the public is seeing with this system. So definitely download the MPing app for your Android, iPhone, whatever, and you can send in those reports, especially with this system, with how many different precipitation types we're expecting. You can definitely send in the reports, and those will be very, very, very helpful. So take some time to download that. Again, they only take 10 seconds to send in the report. So I'm going to take a look now, see if we have any questions coming in. And in fact, let me just quick pull up that warning map once again for you. In fact, I'm going to pull up the National Weather Service website for you. See here, and then you can take a look at that warning map once again. So again, that's what we are looking at right now. Again, the pink area, storm warning. We got some high wind warnings down in Chicago, storm warnings in the lake. The list goes on and on and on. I'll stick around for a few minutes. I'm going to turn my microphone off for a little bit. If you have any questions, be sure to send them in, and I'll get those answered for you. Alright, it does not appear that we're seeing any questions coming in at this time. I know my internet is being very, very spotty here. We're going on and off, so I really do apologize for that. I think I am going to record a much shorter video with the information that I pretty much went over here and upload that to Racine County Weather for you as well, because this the technology really didn't work all that well for me here, so I do apologize for that. If you do have any questions, do be sure to send them in to me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, so again, just to recap once more, the winter storm warning will be in effect from 9 a.m. Monday morning until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. We're looking at really the most likely scenario will be 2 to 3 inches, maybe 4 or 5 of snow and sleet, and then maybe another up to 1/4 of an inch of ice accumulation as well. Again, the 40, 45, 50 mile an hour wind gusts out of the sustained winds of 30, 35 miles an hour. So that's going to cause some big problems there as well. So I am going to record a short video, upload that to Racine County Weather with this information as well. Other than that, thank you for joining me during this live stream. I really do appreciate it, and thank you again for liking Racine County Weather all this time. It's very nice to know that I do have people following me and that I am helping the public as well. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you all so much for listening over the years and for following me. And again, I'll be uploading that video shortly to Racine County Weather. So yeah, that's all I have for you this evening. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I'm Alex Moxon for Racine County Weather.